I've spent over $2,000 on 8 different Pro PS5 controllers, and today I'm putting all of them to use. We'll start here, and by the end of this video, I'm going to have played a game on every single one of these controllers while talking about the features, the good, the bad, the price points, and of course, my tier list for the best Pro PS5 controllers you can buy. Just remember to subscribe, and this is our first PS5 controller. It may not seem familiar, but it's actually the standard controller that comes with your PS5, just with some modifications. I went in and installed these 4 paddles, this clicky trigger kit, this clicky button kit, and these new actual buttons. I did this by purchasing mod kits from Extremerate, and it took about 5 hours of work, but the end result is an actual Pro PS5 controller, which I only had to spend about $140 on all the mod kits and grips. So let's see what this thing can do. First kill, holy, there's so much recoil. Wait, this dude's literally an AI. Bang, we got that guy, and now we got this guy. Here we go. Yo, this white control freak is putting in work. Bang. Alright, let's just take this guy out. Perfect. Bro, I'm so bad right now. Oh my god. There we go. Getting used to the feel of the paddles on 7 different controllers is gonna be challenging. Okay, here we go. There we go. We got him pyramided off. Only got like 200 mats left. No way, bro. He shot me. Dude, how? My stair went down. Well, this is a really cool option to get a Pro controller, but I do have to say that the build quality is lacking, and there is a risk involved when you're operating on your controller to put in the mods. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 and rank it in 6th place. The next controller is not one you have to build yourself. It's the Scuf Reflex Pro. This is the Scuf Reflex Pro, the most popular Pro PS5 controller in all of Fortnite. This controller has interchangeable thumbsticks, mouse click triggers, and bumpers, 4 back paddles, and a back rubber grip. Its build quality is awesome while still being lightweight, which I think is important. Last I checked, nearly 50% of all Pro controller players are using this controller. Bang, let's go. Bro. Yo, what? I wonder if that guy ran out of mats or something. No, he still had mats. Yo, what? I don't know what's up with that, but I'll take it. Holy, quick little fry, and bang. Whoa, that guy got healthier faster than I thought. Bang. Bang, and bang, let's go. All right, 7 pretty solid elims so far on the Scuf Reflex. Like, come on, dude, no way. That was actually such a bad fight. But we're only playing 1 game with each controller. Despite that garbage fight, this controller does feel really good, which I guess at a price tag of well over $300, it should. But I still rank this as my 2nd favorite PS5 controller. It gets an 8.5 out of 10 because of one simple thing. You can't use 4 fingers for the paddles. Because they're laid out horizontally, you can only use the 2 middle fingers, which slows down how fast you can click them. However, that's not a problem for the 3rd controller of this video, the PS5 AIM, because this thing has its paddles laid out vertically. Along with that, it has mouse click triggers and bumpers, interchangeable thumbsticks, a back rubber grip, and an extra feature that this has over the Scuf is mouse click face buttons. So all of these are actually clicky and tactile as well. The feel of this controller is insane. It has hands down the best build quality out of any controller I've ever tried, and correspondingly, it's also the most expensive controller I've ever tried, coming in with a shipped price of over $350. All the features are like really tight and solid. I just have one single issue that's preventing me from using it as my main controller. Let's see if you can spot what it is while I play. Chill out there, buddy. There we go. My aim is so bad right now for some reason. There we go. Holy. What a shot. No way. Actually, what just happened right there displayed the issue perfectly. If you guessed that my issue with this controller is the paddles, you'd be correct. I just cannot for the life of me get comfortable with these paddles, and I've tried. This is the 3rd version of their paddles, and while they're definitely the best version yet, my hands always just feel so awkward clicking them. So the PS5 AIM gets placed 4th on my list as 7.5 out of 10 solely as a result of the paddles, which is a shame because I really like every other aspect of this controller. If only it had paddles like this next controller, the Victrix Pro BFG. This thing is packing some bang for its buck, being the cheapest Pro PS5 controller I've found at just $180. For its price point, you get so many features. Like, how about swappable thumbsticks, complete customization of the front faceplate, adjustable trigger stops, 4 back buttons I really like the feel of, a textured grip, and a carrying case with a bunch of extra pieces. Somehow, they not only made this thing work on PC and PS5, but PS4 as well. One thing that's definitely reflected in the cheaper price point is the cheaper feeling build quality. It feels solid and still gets the job done, but it just doesn't have that same premium feel that you get from like the AIM controller or the Scuf Reflex. Despite that, I actually love these paddles and I think I'm pretty good on this controller. So let's test it. Let's go. Bro, I am just missing so many shots right now. Whoa, I did not know that guy was boxed up right here. Let's go. Bang, doesn't matter. Let's go. Bang. Bang, 140. Bang, let's go. The aim is starting to kick up a little bit. No, bro, I choked my shot. He was at 200 HP again already. Dang it, bro, I haven't got a win yet. But just as I thought, I'm actually pretty good on this thing, especially if you just ignore the fact that I choked that game. I don't think overall it's quite as good as the Scuf Reflex Pro, so I'm gonna rate this at an 8 out of 10, and that puts it in 3rd place. The top #1 spot is still open, by the way. Could the 5th controller of this video take that spot? Well, let's see. This is the Dualsense Edge, probably the most known Pro PS5 controller because Sony themselves actually made it. It features 3-way adjustable triggers, 2 different versions of back paddles, interchangeable thumbstick caps, and interchangeable thumbstick modules. Yeah, you can literally remove and replace this entire thumbstick, which is their solution for stick drift. Usually stick drift results in someone having to buy a completely new controller, so this feature is definitely pretty cool. Now, if you haven't seen one of these in person, you'd probably miss the fact that this controller has some of the coolest texture details I've ever seen. The touchpad and triggers both have these PlayStation button logos engraved into them, and on the back at a literal microscopic level. So the details are crazy, but unfortunately I could not figure out how to use this thing on PC, so I'm over on my PS5 right now. I'm not gonna lie, that might dock some points off of me. If I can't play with this thing on PC, then it's almost of no use to me. Wow, I really don't like playing on console. Bang, let's go. No way, what a shot, bro. I was literally so stuck right there. Bang, let's go, bro. No way my first win comes on the Dualsense Edge on console. I can't believe that's my first win. Well, on console, I think this controller works all right. It's definitely the heaviest PS5 controller I've tried. And like I've mentioned, I do prefer the lighter ones. And this also only has 2 paddles, while I typically prefer 4 paddles. But despite all that, you saw me fight with it. You saw me win a game with it. And all in all, it looks really cool. And of course, the stick module replacement is a game changer. But for me, at $200, I rank it like a 6.5 out of 10. And that's actually gonna rank it in 5th place, leaving just 2 spots remain. One of those spots will be filled by the next controller, the Hex Gaming Ultimate. This one has a different looking set of 4 back buttons with a nice rubber grip, instant press triggers, and swappable thumbsticks. I actually just discovered that this is almost the cheapest Pro PS5 controller available, coming in at just $11 more expensive than the Victrix Pro BFG. That price point was really surprising to me at first, but after picking this thing back up and getting it in hand, I kind of understand it. Bang. Did you notice how I said this controller has instant press triggers instead of mouse click triggers? Well, that's because when you press the trigger, there's no click. Like, this is the most dull sounding and feeling trigger I've ever used. Then pair that with the awkward back button placement, which, by the way, these middle 2 buttons are literally loose. Like, when you shake the controller, you can literally hear them moving. That is wild. I am hating on it, but it's been well over a year since I've used this thing, so let's see how it actually performs. It's good against AIs, but I think any controller is. No way, bro. We killed each other. Honestly, since I've switched to this controller, my game crashed, and then I died 2 times right off the bat. And that's kind of the experience that this controller represents. Like, you could definitely get by with using it. A fully custom colorway with all these features for right around $200 is a pretty good deal. But I would personally not like to have to use this as my main controller. I give it a 5 out of 10, and I probably won't use it for another year. Instead, I'll be playing a lot with the 7th controller of this video, the Cinch Gaming PS5. This has more of the features you've seen 6 times already, but it does them differently. It's toting swappable thumbstick, mouse click bumpers, triggers, and face buttons. Love that tactile clickiness. Then it has a textured back shell paired with my favorite paddles on any PS5 controller, these 4 round buttons that are also clicky and tactile. It's very lightweight, but still maintains a decent build quality. Definitely not the best build quality we've seen in this video, but this is the only controller I know is durable because I've been using it for the past 6 months straight. I feel like this controller allows me to be the best possible player I can be, so let's see what that looks like. Bang, let's go. Dang, bro. Bang, let's go. Oh my god, let's go, dude. Bro, stop shooting me. Bro, my gun didn't shoot. My gun actually just didn't shoot. Oh, dude, 2 a.m. Fortnite's actually the worst thing in the world. So this controller coming in right around $300 for a fully customized model. After you use code Carter2K at checkout for a discount, by the way. Not sponsored in any way to say that, by the way. This is the controller that I rank a 9 out of 10. Meaning, no, it's not perfect. I think my perfect 10 out of 10 controller would be these back buttons paired with the AIM controller. So everything that the AIM controller has, but with these back buttons slapped onto it. I think that would be the controller that's still a 10 out of 10. So there's still the chance that this controller will be overtaken. But it's gonna be very hard as I rank this my #1 favorite PS5 controller to use. So remember to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.